Looks a little something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, hey, this is what you call a bad bitch. What? This is what you call a bad bitch. It looks a little bit like I can't. Yeah, this is what you call a bad bitch. This is what you call a bad bitch.
Maybe I'm live. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Who knows? I think I'm live. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I figured. I clicked out of studio mode and it was like demon party. It is the demon party. Oh my God. Okay. This is going to make me sound so calloused. I realize it's going to make me sound really bad, but for the love of God, like if I get one more freaking Amber Alert, like I've gotten like five today. I'm like, lady, listen, Linda. Does anybody actually look for those things? Like, oh, Amber Alert, let's go look. Like, does anybody actually like go, oh? Because I don't look at that. I don't know. Like, maybe that makes me just a terrible person. What else is new? Like, why is my font size so large too? What is happening? Look, even my stream is like WTF. You're right. Ambulance have the generic car alarm. Yeah, me too. I just did. It went off and I was like, it's like I'm in the middle of something and they're loud. They're so loud. And I get that that's supposed to get your attention, but I don't know. Hi, Bear. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the demon party. All right. It does become white noise after a while. Like, especially if there are multiple of the same one. I think that is what bothers me. It's, yeah. Oh, tonight. Hold on. What the hell? Okay. Half the people don't talk to me all week. And then it's just like all of a sudden it's Friday and now they want to talk to me. I'm like, bitch, where have you been all week? No, I just, I've been thinking a lot about healing and growth and strength, and I share my thoughts with you because why the fuck not? It's Friday night. My friend he's my tattoo guy. See, I met him while he was giving me my tattoo. He's not my friend. He's like, hey, I'm at Taco Bell. I was like, okay. Yay, Taco Bell. Now I want Taco Bell. God damn it. But I've just I was thinking about growth and intrusive thoughts and just all of the things, because why the fuck not? Because it's me. And so I started working out again after a year and a half hiatus of actually working out and not working out. And so I've started working out again, and I haven't gone back hardcore. I've been easing my way back into it. But I have realized Bear, what are you going to do? Don't make me sing right now. Don't make me sing right now. At the end, I promise. If you wait till the end, before the end of the stream. Okay. All right. All right. I was like, I knew it was coming, but I'll do it for you because no, you're the only person that redeems that reward. The only person, you're the only person that actually wants to hear me sing. So I will sing for you, Bear. But I've been working out and I thought for sure that I was like, oh, it's been a year and a half. It's going to be like, I'm going to be trash. I'm not going to be able to lift all of these things and do all of the things. Hi, Paragon. Welcome to our demon party. Yeah. And so though working out, the first workout back was hard, and it was hard. I thought I was going to die. And it was really hard not to be down on myself going, oh, this should have been an easy workout. I thought to myself, well, it's my first one back and at least I tried, right? And I got to show up tomorrow. I mean, and I'm not like every single day like I used to be, but I'm working at it. I'm working at, okay, I need to at least take 30 minutes for myself. And I came to the conclusion, I was like, I'm still pretty strong. I mean, like, I'm not lifting nearly as heavy as I was at my peak, but I'm not like, barely lifting some fives. Like I'm holding some 15s and 20s and I'm like, look at me. Like, look at that. I still got some muscle. I'm still strong. And I of course, being me, I'm like, that also has to do a lot with like how I feel about my growth and my mental health. Because it's one of those, I don't realize how strong I am until I actually go through the situation, like a similar situation that I had to fight through. It's like you don't know how strong you are until you go back through the fire. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, these past couple of weeks have fucking kicked my ass and have literally poked at my perfectionism trauma and sent me into a manic episode and a massive disassociative episode this past weekend. Like, it was terrible. Terrible. But every day I would wake up and I just show up for myself. Was I feeling great about it? No, but I was like, okay, hey, we're disassociated right now. I'm going to recognize that I'm disassociated right now. And I'm just going to sit with that fact. And I am going to just accept that that's where I am now. I'm not going to try to push to get out of it, but I'm not going to feel bad that I'm in it. And I'm just going to accept that that is where I'm at right now. And over time, like, I felt myself, like, finally my brain got a little settled and my mind got a little settled and my demon settled the fuck down. And I'm finally slowly pulling my way out of it. And I'm not sitting in it. And I'm like, look at me. Look at that. Winning. Squats. Oh my gosh. Y'all are all like, oh, okay. She's on a Friday night. We're gonna make her work. Paragon, my friend. And I can truly call you my friend. I know that you are struggling right now. I do know that you are struggling. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay for you to struggle. And it's okay for you to be where you're at. Because that doesn't make you any less of a person. That doesn't make me care about you any less. And I know that there are people in our chat who are truly your friends. And it doesn't make you any less in our eyes. And we are there. And we love you. And we think you're great. And we will be happy to sit with you in the dark. And it's okay. We will sit there with you as long as it takes because you're an amazing person and you're worth it. And I love you. Do you really want me to do squats up here? Oh, that was Calvino. Calvino, you are the squat king. I know why you do it. If you want to see pictures of my butt, my God. um, Paragon, don't ever be ashamed of being where you're at right now. Because, I mean, you guys know. You guys have, like, fuck, I have streamed me at my darkest and my worst. And even then, I haven't streamed the really dark points. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay to show up like that. Because we'll sit with you. Because we know what it's like. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be where you're at. And I know what it's like and how scary and frustrating it is because you don't want to be there, but you're just there. But it's okay. I can bring my demons over for a play date. How's that, Paragon? Our demons can have a play date. I didn't even know that was an option. We all want to see that butt. Oh, speaking of, oh my God. Okay, I have a funny butt story. Not involving mine. So, I was driving home with my kids today because they were at their dad's, and I was picking them up from his house. And so my oldest daughter, she is a preteen, so she's going through puberty, all that lovely development stuff. But she is always, she's had her daddy's butt. She's just had her daddy's butt, like just big old butt. Which is fine. It's a cute little thing. I always used to say she was going to be stacked and racked. Like, there was just no question about that. But I was driving home, and for some reason my girls were all full of energy, and I'm like fucking beat. And from the back seat, Nora goes, "I got a big old butt." Chloe responds with, "I've got pancakes. Who wants to eat them?" I literally am like, what? We're not going to talk about eating your cake, okay? They are the funniest. They are so funny. Oh, they're something else. I was like, they were laughing because they had no idea why my eyes got like this big, and I was like, it was one of those parenting moments that you're just like, and she's like, "Somebody wants to eat my pancakes." I was like, "No, we are not going to talk about eating your pancakes. We're not. No, we're not. No, we're not." Oh. Pancakes. I'm working on mine. He's talking about squats. I am working on mine. Yeah, you don't realize how strong your glute muscles are until you work them, and you're like, yeah, they put up with a lot of shit. I know you were proud of that one, aren't you? Oh, yeah, I know. I'm ashamed. I was sitting timeout. It's fine. This week and last week, my demons have come out to play. The intrusive thoughts have come out, and I find myself apologizing a little bit more. I find myself criticizing myself a lot more, and though on the surface everything looks okay, in my brain it's a fucking wreck right now. But though it's a wreck, I realize, I recognize, hey, it's a wreck. And here's the change that I noticed is that I was okay with the wreck. And I recognized when I was disassociated, and I recognized when I was going manic. And I thought to myself, okay, well, I'm manic. And I think it was JJ was asking, he was like, okay, well, how can I help you? And I was very matter of fact. I was like, okay, when I'm manic, I need somebody to do this, this, and this. And it was like communicating what I needed very clearly, very matter of factly. I wasn't afraid to tell somebody what I needed when I was in a bad state. And I thought to myself, that's growth. That's growth. Look at that. I can just clearly say, hey, I'm in a manic state. I need you to do this for me and help me with this. I'm disassociated right now. This is how I feel. This is what I'm feeling. I really need this right now. And not being apologetic about what I needed but at the same time accepting that I was the fucking mess and I'm still a fucking mess and that all of the intrusive thoughts they are having a Friday night party. I can tell you that. My demons are having a Friday night party, and it's a back and forth thing. And I feel like, because for those of you who know the IFS, the internal family system, so like everybody has like these different parts of themselves that controls their brain, right? This is the theory. And so I'm over here and like it's sort of basically like inside out. So if that helps you, inside out is basically internal family systems, except with feelings, but that's basically it. So I have all the little people running around having their own opinions in my head. And I feel like, there is a part of me that's like the demons are having like this massive rager in my head. The intrusive thoughts, the coping mechanisms, the trauma, all of that is having all of this big ass massive party. And then there's this part of me that's going around trying to, that one person that goes behind in the party and is trying to clean up while everybody is having a good time. It's like, no, we gotta, that's what I feel like. I can imagine that there is like this one little part of me that is walking around behind my demons going, you guys, stop it. Oh. Use a coaster, right? And how easy it to just go, no, I don't want to clean. I want to join the party. It's okay to join the party. You just can't party forever. And I was actually getting to that. My intrusive thoughts are fucking wreaking havoc on me right now. And I'm I'm a little checked out, not a lot checked out. I think I'm numb with it, but just because it's one of those, if I know that if I give in to how I'm feeling right now, I'm not going to get work done, and I am not in a place where I can do that. I probably will be in a place to do that at some point in the next couple of weeks, but watch it be in Hawaii when I'm in Hawaii. But it's hard. But I'm okay with it. And I recognize what they are, and I'm not beating myself up for going, oh, I shouldn't be having these thoughts, and I should be coping better. I should be using my skills. And like, the point of the matter is I am where I am. And right now I'm a fucking wreck. Mentally. I mean, I'm all right physically. I'm like the duck, You use that symbolism. Little duck, my feet under the water. Except under the water, my feet are kicking, trying to avoid the alligator that's trying to eat me. And not in the fun way. But I'm able to recognize when I'm disassociated, and that's very different for me. Are you a wreck, or are you a project car in need of a builder? I am I'm something. I have also realized, is your brain being gaslighting bully today too? Yeah. Oh my gosh, everybody seems to be having a day today. Everyone is seeming to have a day today. And you know what? That's fine. We can have days together. You know what? We'll have a day together. We'll end our day together. I feel like that is the best way I can end my day is with you guys. I got some spare parts. Okay. Yeah, everybody's having a day. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm not invalidating. I am not invalidating the fact that we've had bad days or we're having a bad day or our demons are having a fucking party. Like, I'm not invalidating that. Please don't make that. I'm just trying to reassure everyone because, I mean, and it might not work for you, but it works for me, is reassure everyone that it is okay to be where we're at. And that's the struggle that I had and still have for a while, is I am not where I want to be. So I'm going to get frustrated and I'm going to get angry and I'm going to get down on myself and I'm going to focus in on why I am not where I want to be instead of just accepting that this is where I'm at. My demons are having a party today. And they're having a party. And I know that I can either join the party, which I've done before. I can leave and check out and avoid the party altogether. Or I can just go, okay, you guys have a good time. You know, I'm just sort of sit there and wait for them to be finished. I say things and I'm not the best at it, but I've heard this. Growth does need pauses. You do need pauses. You do need rest. And I think that was a thing that I found really, really frustrating about, where are those demons? Paragon. Yeah, where the demons try to destroy you. I get that. Oh, trust me. My demons are catty bitches. Like the catty bitches. You know what? We're having a demon play date today. I am so glad I'm not alone tonight. That makes me that actually brings me a little bit of comfort. I am not happy that you guys are with me, but you know what? I'm happy that we are all here together. I'd rather have a doggo. I mean, yes, I would rather have like an adult play date, but I mean, here we are. Look at me. Brie. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard when you don't want to be this way. And before I started my healing process and before I started all of this journey of like my mental health and actually giving a shit about it and, you know, addressing my trauma, I didn't even notice. Like I knew, like when I was super disassociated, like really checked out, like completely like checked out, I would just say, hey, I'm just checked out. I'm just out of it. I am just out of it. That would be my phrase. But I would be just out of it for months, losing chunks of time because of my disassociation, because of my stress levels and my feelings and my suppression of my feelings. And so, I mean, Why the fuck didn't I ask for that for my birthday? Why? What? You know what? I remember that for my next birthday. Show of hands. Who here not only is going through things, but also is looking around at everyone and is super proud because we haven't fallen. We haven't lost the will to go on, and we're still standing here in defiance. I am. I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of all of you. But yeah, that's me. That's us. Welcome to the assembly of our Roogs. We're going to assemble, and we're going to sit here together. We're going to sit here together. And that's okay. We will sit here together. And even if it's just for a little bit, we are going to feel like we're not alone. Even if it's virtually, and that's okay. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to sit together, and we're going to talk together, and we're going to just exist in our spaces and exist in our heads. And we're going to accept where we're at. We're not going to try to make the other person better. We're not going to try to just be better. We're not going to try to pretend that we're okay. We are just going to accept where we ourselves are at and where the other person's at. And we're going to love each other anyway. And we're going to train ourselves that other people can love us even when we're in this space. Because I don't know about you, when I am in these spaces, it's so hard. It's so hard not to revert back to masking. And it's so hard to not revert back to pretending like everything's okay. And it's so hard not to put on the poly positive, like, oh, everything's fine. Actually, everything's trash and the whole world's burning, but everything's fine. I'm okay. Like you don't have to be like Eeyore either, but we can accept where we're at. No, that does not count. Well, it partially counts. Nerdy, well, you need to be proud of yourself too. Honestly, Nerdy Will, I have seen, like, let's be real honest, like Paragon, Nerdy Will, Calvino, Sean, Jay. I want to I don't know if you guys notice what I see on my side. And yep, exactly. Eeyore is actually one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh characters. I used to have a shit ton of Eeyores. Yeah, I loved Eeyore. Should have known that was, my clinical depression trying to manifest itself, but that's fine. But I don't think that all of you guys really notice what I see on my side, because I get the wonderful opportunity. I get the wonderful privilege of actually being real friends with you guys and actually talking to you guys most days. Some days I'm in my head and in a bad place, so I'm not very communicative and I withdraw. So that's on me and that's okay. But over the past few months, over the past 6 months, you guys have I am so proud of all of you. And I could sit here all night and list off all of the things that you guys have grown and the choices that you guys made for yourselves to grow, and how you guys found me and my streams in a tough time, and you decided to follow me because, like, oh, here's this traumatized girl and she's sort of funny and not bad to look at, and you stayed and I got to watch you make healthy choices and struggle and get back up. And I could sit here all night bragging on every single individual, and I know we're all in that place right now where it's hard to see that, because trust me, I've gotten fussed at twice today about not being able to see that myself. So I realize it's a little hypocritical. I get that. And it's not bad to look at. Thanks. Aww. That's awesome, Nerdy Will. That's awesome. You're so like everybody has all these wonderful redeeming qualities, and I'm so grateful for in my life. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves of that. And sometimes that's why I go live when I'm in the place where my demons are throwing a rager and I'm teetering on, do I go and drink myself into a stupor and cry, or do I go hyper vigilant and perfectionist, or do I just I decide to go live in a chat because I know that you guys are going to show up. At least somebody's going to show up. And I don't have to be alone in this. And I can share the space with you guys, even if it's virtually. I think that now it's like that whole taboo of like, there's merits of sharing the same space physically with somebody, but this is just as long as you're communicating, this is just as important. And you need another pick me up? Oh, for Nerdy Will. Okay. Nerdy Will. I absolutely appreciate everything that you have done for me since we met. And for a long time, every day, you would remind me of what I would sometimes forget. And I'm going to cry, but I really appreciate that from you. Thank you. Thank you for thinking about me during the day and just reminding me that I'm important. Okay, I don't need to cry. Oh, all right. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Well, you're welcome, Nerdy. Here we are, and I've cried. All right. Let's see what I'm 30 minutes in. I made it halfway without crying, so we're good. Right? Oh. Sometimes we need that reminder. And I'm so, what is it? My daughter. Can we have dessert? Yes! They text me for everything now. I'm pretty grateful for my community. Because you know what they do? You know what you guys do? And you guys don't even realize it. It's not like this whole big effort of you guys will send me a funny video. Calvino is notorious for sending me funny videos and memes, and I fucking love it. And that makes me laugh. And Paragon is always there going, hey, I'm just checking in on you. Are you okay? Like, how are you doing today, friend? And Nerdy Will is always sitting here and just like, he's just like, hey, here is a reminder that you are loved and cared for. And Jay, well, I talk to Jay almost every day. Jay and Pep I talk to almost every day. Like, they have seen me at my fucking worst and my best. And they still show up. So you know what? They still show up and love me. And love me when I'm broken, and love me when I'm not broken. And it makes the demon parties a little bit more manageable. Don't you dare, because you're not. Because I look at it and I go, I literally, like, Paragon, you don't understand when you send me those messages and I look at it and I literally can take a breath and go, okay, somebody's there. It's like reaching out in the dark. You don't need somebody to fix you. You don't need you just need somebody to remind you that they are there. They don't have to really say anything special. They don't have to really have a big speech or be really inspirational or whatever. It's just knowing that somebody is there on the other end. Even if you're not communicating, even if you're in a place where you are so disassociated or you're so withdrawn and your demons have you wrapped in a straitjacket and you don't talk to anybody and you don't communicate. And some days you forget to shower and brush your teeth. Those suck. But just knowing somebody reaching out and going, hey, I was thinking about you. I hope you're doing okay. That means so much. You just don't know. Demon straitjacket hugs. I know, right? That was smart. I have never been in a straitjacket. Do they still use those? Are those still are those still a thing? I feel like that those have gone out of fashion. I don't know, those are still a thing? Those straitjackets are still a thing? You know what? I'll let you tell the story if you want to. We're just going to leave it where it is. Here's another thing that it's a demon, and it's one of those sneaky demons, not one of those outright those outright scary ones. It's one of those sneaky ones that's very sly and will destroy you very slowly. But on the surface, it doesn't look too bad. And hey, if I can't get myself out. That's funny. Oh my God. Can I have, you know what? I'm not going to even talk about moving on from the straitjacket conversation because I would go down a very inappropriate path, and I'm going to talk about my demon first. It's that demon of perfection and the need to prove myself. And it's slow. It's like a slow acting poison. And for me, it's really hard to fight that. Because things happen, things get screwed up, and things are what they are. But I fight against that so much. And it was a big joke in the BSBN for a very long time because I was just trying to be perfect. I was trying to appear perfect on stream. And God, I go back and look at some of those old YouTube videos. I mean, we did that before. I go back and look at that, and I go back and look at some of our old streams, and I'm like, I don't recognize that person. And the reason I don't recognize that person is because that person wasn't real. There was nothing about that person that was real because she was trying to be perfect. And she was masking, and she was just pretending, and nothing about her was real. And when I start down a very dark, difficult path in my head, I really fight that need to then project I'm okay and project being perfect. And especially my work, I have to accept that I'm going to make mistakes and that I'm going to screw up and that I could do things better. And, because that really, I'm working to improve it. I'm not going to say I'm fighting against it because that is not good and words matter. Because what resists persists. And so working to retrain my brain that I don't have to be perfect and to retrain my level of comfort in that I can still be loved and I am lovable and I am still a person of value, even when I make mistakes or even when I'm not at my best. And do you know how fucking hard that is? Do you know? I don't think you guys understand how fucking hard that is. It's to fight the demon of perfection in my head is just like it's too much. It's too much. And it's like, us inappropriate is our first language. So are there specific outside demon parties like no, you know what? That is the fucking great thing about trauma and demons and the demons that the traumas produce. The great thing is the most random fucking thing can just push you over the edge. It's like a combination lock, and the combination changes every day. Like, you don't know, like you have some combinations, like skeleton codes that are going to work every single time, and then you have the ones that are just like the generating codes that one day something's just going to fucking unlock the cage and all of the demons are going to come out to play. And it's basically, you tried a new flavor of ice cream and it tasted like something as a kid that then snowballed into some traumatic memory, and all of a sudden you're feeling all your feelings. Like, I wish my trauma were. This is how I know where my brain is at and where I am at emotionally and mentally, because I stutter. I don't know, over the past 3 days, I have had difficulty speaking because I am having trouble processing because everything is such a mess. So talking on the phone today, I sounded like an idiot because I couldn't get the words out. I couldn't get a sentence out. Like, I really had to stop and slow down. And it's so frustrating because I know what that is. I know what that is a symptom of. I know what that is a symptom of. And it's so frustrating because it's like, I just want to get, but there's nothing I can do. I can just accept that that's where I'm at. And I can accept that that's where my brain at. And I'm just going to have to do what I can when I can. I have to slow down. I have to take time for myself. I can't let myself get worked up in the perfectionism, because if I do, it's just going to get worse. That's how I know that's what demon is being the loudest right now, is that they need to be perfect. That desire to be a perfect mom and a perfect friend and a perfect woman, just trying to be sexy and smart, but not too sexy and not too smart and whatever. But the reality is I'm just me, and that's okay. And I'm learning to love that about me. And I don't have to be anything else. I'm a little twisted. Oh, hey. Call now. You can have a Roogs for next to nothing. Third-sided trauma. I don't know what to sing, Bear. Still top shelf. There's this cat. Watch, this cat is going to try and jump up here. No, she doesn't realize it's the basket of pens up here. And she's going to try and jump up on my desk, and she's going to make a mess. The outside forces for the demon party. Hey, Mouse. Oh, her birthday was on the 13th. She just had her birthday. She's sick. She's an old lady. Mouse Paragon says hello and is asking how you're doing. Okay. Yeah. She just sort of looked at me and walked off. You won't throw away a Bentley because I got a few dents. Yeah. Oh my God. Bear, I haven't sung on stream in a hot minute. I don't know. Aw. I always freeze. Like I have a long time. If somebody's gonna ask me to sing, I have a list, and then I'm like in my head. Oh no, she's just gonna come up the other way. Mouse, my desk is too messy for you. Oh my God. You're gonna hurt yourself, and then you're gonna make a mess, and then you're gonna hurt me, and then I'm gonna be mad. There, you have a little space. I cleared one off for you. I know, it's not your usual space in the limelight. She's pissed. She's like, pardon, ma'am. I know it's your well, it's your second favorite button, Bear. I know that for a fact. Baby Bear is proof. It's your second favorite button. Okay. But you know. Let's see. What do I got? What do I got on tap? I don't even know. It's been a long time since I've sang for anyone other than myself in the mirror. I perform in the mirror. Don't even joke. Full on performances. Oh my God. What? Yes. You know, Mouse, you scratched my face up, and people are wondering why my face is all scratched up. This would be why. Yeah, go get your eye. Silly kitties. She wants a high five. What do you sing in the mirror? Oh, I sing all sorts of stuff. What? Are you going blind? Yes, ma'am. You missed. You missed again. There you go. Mom, excuse me. Mirror performance, is that code? I mean, no. But I mean, I see where you're going with that. And yes. Hold on a second. What?
Left my light on.
Okay.
I could feel it.
You could feel it in the force? Was there a disturbance in the force?
I could feel it.
Okay.
Also, Chloe set off an alarm that scared me, so I ran upstairs. You shut that thing off before I shut your face off.
Can you tell I have the aruglings today? I do like the noise. It's really, I've learned to embrace the quiet, but it's definitely different when you have them here because they're so funny. Okay, we need to clean your eyes out. All right, Bear, what can I sing for you? And I gotta do Calvino squats. Oh my God. You know, you would think as a Filipino that this would not bother me. I'd find any chance I get to sing. But because of my trauma, which is why I actually have the button. So in case you wanted to know why the singing button, why I have the button is because it forces me to sing in public because of my trauma. I was horribly criticized, and I don't mean bullied, I mean criticized by my ex-fiance. He was a professional musician, and so when I was in college, and so he was also a brass player, so he's very hypercritical, very. And so honestly, I didn't have stage fright and of performing for anyone until I got to college, which is when you're supposed to like develop your skills. Like, no, I got worse. And it bled over even into my singing. Like I used to like be so nervous singing that my lip would quiver. Like I would shake so badly. I mean, I used to love performing. I loved performing all through high school. I was in multiple plays and theaters. I was in all-state choir. Like I performed all the fucking time. I didn't give a shit. I got to college and, abuse and trauma and mental and emotional damage. And here we are, folks. I am streaming on the internet and hoping, like, using my channel rewards so that I can try to work on my trauma. Yeah. Nerdy Will, it was bad. There was a very distinct time I can remember. I was a French horn player and he was a trombone player, a bass trombone player, not just a trombone player. Oh my God, let's not even get that started. But I was practicing and we would practice together, not together, but at the same time a lot. And I was working on my high notes because I struggled with that a lot. I was a bass clef player, like all the low notes. Give me the notes in the basement. I was really good at that, but I was practicing all of my upper register stuff because because when you're French horn music, they like to take you through the entire range of the instrument because composers are like, fuck it, why not? So I was working on that and I finally got to a point to where I was consistently hitting that high range and I was so excited. I remember I was like, I had worked so hard that practice session for like an hour and a half. I was like, I have finally hit it. Like I have finally hit those high notes and I am so happy. And so he came in the room to it was about an hour and a half. He came in to see, where I was at, practicing. And I said, oh my God, let me play this for you. And so I played it for him. And instead of going, you know what? Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Like, I know you were working really hard on it. Instead of that, I got, oh, I mean, you're a little pitchy and you're not really supporting like breath support, like this whole critical laundry list of things that I wasn't doing correctly. Forget the fucking fact I worked an hour and a half and I finally was able to get like some semblance of a consistent thing. Let's just go straight to how I wasn't perfect at that thing. Let's go now. I'm going to remind you of that. I'm going to say that again. Why don't we focus in? Why did he focus in on the thing that I wasn't perfect at instead of focusing in on the thing that I accomplished? And hence it all goes full circle. All the fucking trauma. Redeemed tough love for us all. Ooh, are you sure? Okay. I need consent from the community. I need community consent for the tough love. I need all of you to consent for the tough love because I can give you tough love, but if maybe somebody else isn't in a place for tough love, so I will need consent from everyone. Okay, Nerdy Will says he consents. No, everybody got real quiet. They're contemplating it. Okay. Well, Calvino. Jay, Bear, are you in? Okay. All right. And I would like this noted that this also goes for me as well. Okay. Stop thinking you're not fucking worth it. Stop thinking you're not fucking worth it. Stop thinking that you're not worth it because somebody in your past said you weren't. And I know that's easier said than done because I go through it too. But we're here right now. We're here now together. We're not only a community, we are friends. And you have to look around and realize that you are not a burden. And you're fucking worth it. And you are a choice. You are a choice that we make every day and we choose you. And that is something fucking special. I choose to talk to you guys every day. I choose to have you in my life because as a lot of you know, there's a lot of people I choose not to have in my life, and that's okay too. But you guys are a choice because you are important to me, and I choose to show up for you every day. And I choose to love you every day. It's not an obligation. It's not because I have to. It's not because I'm being nice. It is because I want to and I choose you. I want you in my life, and you guys need to understand, just as you would choose me and you do choose me, I choose you, and I want all of you to understand that. And I am fully well aware that that is completely hypocritical of me coming out of my mouth, but it is what it is. Paragon. Don't make me use my mama voice. You're not a burden. And I will continue to say that over and over. And it's okay. And it's not annoying because I know what it means when somebody keeps telling me that I'm a burden when I feel like one, because I don't believe it either. But you know what? That's fine. I'm going to keep telling you you're not, just like I have, just like Jay and Sean and Bear, and they constantly are telling me that I'm not bothering them, even though I need somebody and I need them. And I ask them, I go, I'm sorry, I'm bothering you there. And they're like, it's fine. And that's what people who love each other and care about each other do. They do not mind reminding you every day that you're not a burden. And they don't mind reminding you every day and reassuring you that you are worth something. And people who actually care about you don't give a shit where you're at in your life. They still love you. And they choose you. And they choose to show up. Now, hopefully not in an unhealthy way, and when they're like, oh, I'm, boundaries. But just like I have people in my life who are consistently telling me that I am loved and I am worthy and that I'm not a burden and I'm not a bother. Paragon, Bear, Jay, I will show up every day and do the same. Because it's so much easier to do it for other people than it is to do it for ourselves, but it's okay. There is not a moment that I ever think anybody in this chat has ever been a burden to me. And Jay said this the other night. He's like, knowing you, all he had to do was just at least make the effort to try to change, and you would have just kept him in your life. And I'm like, yeah. Paragon, you're not a burden. And I am just as happy to get the text from you as I am when I saw you at Thanksgiving. That's not fake. What you see is what you get. That is where I'm at right now in my life. I don't have the time or energy or strength to pretend to be anybody else. And sometimes I'm a fucked up mess. And sometimes I don't have the energy to be there for somebody else. But at least I know that, and I'm aware of that. And I can go, hey, I love you, but I'm having a bad day today. I can't today. That doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means today I can't. I have to take care of myself, and that's okay. There's not a person in this chat that I wouldn't fucking take a bullet for. And there's some people in this chat that I would use the bullet in other ways, but Shh, We don't talk about that because that's premeditative. We show up for each other. Just like you guys show up for me. I have my own pair on. I know the demons right now, everybody. I know. This is why we're all here. We're here at the demon party. We're here at the intrusive thoughts and the trauma and the bad feelings and the things. And I know this is the struggle. We are currently, instead of the party bus, we are currently on the struggle bus. And that's okay. We'll be on the struggle bus together. And that doesn't mean I love or care about any of you any less. My kids just... I have spent a lot of time and a lot of therapy and a lot of work trying to decipher, is it my trauma or is it my personality? And I finally have gotten to the point. These are all checks. I finally gotten to a point to where I understand that I am that person. We're talking about that person on Wednesday. I'm the person that loves fiercely and will fight until there's nothing left to fight for. And even then, I'll fight. And if I have to sit with somebody in the dark, I will sit with somebody in the dark. And if I have grabbed my keys at 3 a.m. just to sit with somebody who is not in a good place. Because I know what it's like. I am loyal, and I am fiercely loyal. And I believe in the good in people. I believe that people aren't perfect, but that doesn't mean that they're not good. And there is a huge difference between good and nice. Oh, and there are bad people out there too, and they can go fuck themselves, but that's fine. But if right now you are currently in my life, there isn't a lot I wouldn't do for anyone. It's the demon party. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure my kids are plotting World War III. All right, I'm going to go to my staple. I'll go to my staple since I haven't sung. And my throat is sore, so we'll see what happens. All right, Bear, you ready? Are you ready? I make sure Bear's ready. I don't know. The party bus and the demon bus and the struggle bus. It sounds like a kinky time, doesn't it? All right. 2 a.m. and she calls me 'cause I'm still awake. Can you help me unravel my latest mistakes? I don't love him. Winter just wasn't my season. Yeah, we walk through the door so accusing, their eyes like they have any right at all to criticize. Hypocrites, you're all here for the very same reason. 'Cause you can't jump the track, we're like cars on a cable, and life's like an hourglass glued to the table. No one can find the rewind button, girl, so cradle your head in your hands and breathe. Just breathe. Oh, breathe. Just just breathe. There you go. It is a song. It's, oh my God, I had in college. It's Anna Nolick. Yeah. And it's Breathe. It's like the one major hit she had. And yeah. Yay! Thanks, Nerdy Will. So yeah, that's my go-to, and usually when my throat's not like tragically like rough, like I usually say that's my karaoke. Like if somebody's like, go sing karaoke, that's my go-to because it's sort of in my vocal range. I can sing Evanescence. I have sung Evanescence before, not on stream, but thanks, Nerdy Will. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Oh, mouthy. Mouse, the world wants to see you. Oh, I gotta do squats, don't I? Okay. I'm gonna wipe her face off. Give me a second. Okay, fine. I'll do squats. Now I feel like I need to go get my band. If I'm gonna do squats, I'm making like do some work with it. I need to start getting my clip button ready when you sing. You know you can go back and clip them. You just go back on my channel after I'm done streaming and just clip it. What? Calvino wants me to squat. Yeah, okay. I don't think I should do it either, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm all right, how many was it? 10? Is that how many you're gonna do? Do I do regular squats? Or can I do sumos? Well, I haven't done sumos in a hot minute. My chair's too big. I love sumo squats. Ooh, I could do split squats. Sean hates split squats. He thinks they're sadistic. He really does. Autumn loves split squats, though. Can I just sit in the squat? Does that count? Can I just sit in the squat? Oh, I love Evanescence. It's a lot of fun. 10 of whatever kind of squats you want. It's like I'm bouncing up and down. Yay! You gotta be careful. Can't let your knees go over your toes. Why do you hate split squats? I don't understand. They're great. They build great thigh muscles. Hindu squats. Ooh, Buddha squats are the worst. I'm sorry. I hate Buddha squats. Those are the worst. Because my thighs aren't as great as yours. I mean, fair. Okay. All right. Now my chair's set. Bear got his singing. Calvino got his squats. Paragon got his love. Sit in the squat. Yeah, I like wall squats. Wall squats are hard, but they're good on your quads. Ooh, okay. Okay, I don't know how many of you. Okay. How many of you, when you're in you're in your nice little, you're throwing a nice little demon party, or you're in a very dark place and they tell you, just go exercise. I get that the research says that, like, but that's not, why am I, it's hard enough to go exercise when I'm in a good mental health state. What makes you think that I am going to go exercise when I can barely brush my teeth? I know you love making me squat. I know. It's your fave. Like, I hate that. Just like, it's almost like calm down. Or, why don't you just, just try being happy. I'm sorry, I didn't think about that. Just go exercise. Go for a walk. You'll feel better. That's so motherfucking invalidating and dismissive that it drives me up the fucking wall. Again, if I thought exercise would fix all this, like all of the depressed, mentally ill people would be in the gym every freaking day. But do you see us in the gym every day? No. I mean, I try and work out so I can stay healthy, but no, we are we are in our bed and trying to find the energy just to put our feet on the floor and shoes on our feet, and we're not even going to change out of our pajamas half the time because we can't function. Yeah. Let's go fucking exercise. It'll help me feel better. But you can't get through trauma with comfort, but rather perseverance and pain. You were correct. And here's a fun fact that they don't tell you about healing. Healing is really uncomfortable. And it's very unnerving. Healthy is really unnerving when you spent your life being unhealthy. Oh, baby bear pics. Baby bear pics. I love me baby bear pics. Oh my God, she's so cute. I love her. I love her. She is adorbs. This is why I should do any healing. I think that's what I have discovered a lot. Because the misnomer is that, oh, I am working through all of these hard things so that I can feel better. And yes, that is true to a certain extent. However, I was not prepared for, it's the whole the grass is always greener on the other side. You really don't realize what you're up against until you get there. You just have these idealistic views. Like, I thought I was going to be that parent. My kids aren't going to be on screen time. My kids are always going to have happy, balanced meals, and the rooms are going to be clean, and I'm going to be this loving. No, the expectation is much different than the reality. So I am quickly learning in my healing journey is that I am getting better and I am healing. And there are things and areas in my life that I am like, it's not healed, but it's healing. I am healthier. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm healthier. This is great. Why does it feel wrong? Why does this feel wrong? And I even talked about that with my therapist one day. I was like, it feels uncomfortable. Like, it feels like I'm not doing it right. Like, I told her I must not be doing something right because I feel really weird about this. But I know that it's the right thing, but I feel really uncomfortable with it. And, she looked at me and she's like, it's because your body isn't used to it. It's because you're normal, your nervous system is comfortable in the unhealthy. So now, just like when you work out and you're getting stronger, your muscles are going to be sore. And you're gonna be achy and things are gonna hurt and you're getting stronger and you're getting healthier and things are getting better, but you certainly don't feel good in the moment. You feel like death warmed over after you've done leg day, and lifted heavy. Like, you're gonna barely be able to walk, and even though you've done the work, and this is obviously the soreness and the discomfort is proof of your work, it still doesn't feel good. The soreness doesn't feel good. And it's the same with mental health healing. It's the same with healing and emotional healing. Is I know I've done the work and I know I'm getting stronger and I know I'm getting better, but why does it feel wrong? Why am I fighting all of these, the discomfort and the dysregulation? Why am I doing all these things? And it's just it's because you're not used to it. And you just got to keep being uncomfortable, but making the right choices until you don't even think about it anymore. I mean, she's right, but I won't give her the satisfaction of telling her she's right. And it's like, I like to equate it with working out. It's like, you know, when you first start lifting the next heavier weight. So say you're, you know, you're curling 20s, and then all of a sudden you go up to 25s and you're struggling and you hurt. Everything hurts, and you're like, but you keep it up and you keep trying, keep trying to lift. And then all of a sudden 25 doesn't seem so heavy anymore. It doesn't seem so difficult. And you don't think about it. You're just getting stronger. But you got to do it repeatedly until it becomes second nature. I don't want to. Healing's fucking hard. I like laying on my couch in the dark. I can think of some activities without laying on your couch in the dark that you can get exercise, but I mean, that requires 2 people. Oh, now they're talking martial arts. I have a friend of mine. Well, speaking of toxic people, I have an acquaintance from my childhood who owns a martial arts studio. He is at heart a very good guy. He just he is just one of those family friends that will stay. I will see you once every 5 years. It's fine. No skin off my nose. And I think the other thing, grapple and tackle. I think either's fine as long as consent. As long as there's consent. I don't feel the need to be a victim. I think that where I'm also growing, and I know I've said that several times, but I'm it's becoming that is something that is a thing that is becoming more second nature to me now. When something happens, whether it be somebody somebody leaves my life, or circumstances change and I have to make some changes and some choices. I no longer try to find a villain or an enemy. And I no longer assume.
She's streaming. Be quiet.
Oh my God. I no longer assume that somebody's out to hurt me. That the first thing that they're doing, like, I for the longest time would sit there and be like, oh, well, they're doing this because they're out to hurt me. They're out to treat me badly. They're out to make me look bad. They are out to do that. I no longer do that. I think I approach people when things happen, either that hurt me or, are uncomfortable or sad. I try that. Do you hear them? They're so loud. Hold on one second. Oh my God. Yeah. My children are loud. Imagine that. I no longer am like, oh, they're out to hurt me. It's like, oh, they're doing what they need to do. I hope whatever choices they're making, it is because, like, that makes them happy. Because it gives the other person power. I don't need to be a victim. I don't need to whine about it. They're so adorable, they are. They, hold on. Oh my God. Don't make a rune stone material party bus. Yeah, we don't want that.
It's dead.
I swear. How did they get louder? Because they came upstairs. So, of course, that's what they do. There's a bug downstairs. So they're like, ah. I'm like, oh my God, it's a bug. It's fine. I don't need to defend myself or my choices. And I don't make my choices out to hurt anyone or make anyone look bad. And my therapist has told me that I just need to stop worrying about what other people think and feel about me, and that I need to make the choices that are healthy and right for me and accept that and be okay with that. What? I think it's genetic. Being a baby. Just little. And you're right. Nerdy well. She was right. I'm not going to sit here and defend myself or defend my choices. I'm not going to defend myself when I've done nothing wrong, and I'm not going to defend my choices. And here's the thing is, I'm not petty enough to try to hurt someone. I am not petty enough to get vengeance. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I have had too many people come after me in my life that I don't need to defend myself. Unfortunately. It's like every day I wake up and somebody else is pissed off at me. But I'm learning to be okay with that. And I don't mean pissed off at me like I have done anything wrong. It's just I have had a uncanny knack of especially when I was traumatized, of not setting boundaries and surrounding myself with people who, like to use and abuse me and think that it's okay, and not understand that it's not when I finally say enough is enough. Like my mother. I say this and I don't do that either. My demons are saying that I'm not good enough. If you want to know what my demons are like, that I'm not good enough. That I'm failing. I'm failing as a mom. I'm failing at my job. I'm failing as a human. That I'm a mess. I'm like looking around my house and it's like a mess. That I'm not skinny enough. That I'm not pretty enough. That I'm not smart enough. And it's hard. It's hard to... It's hard... Thanks, guys. It's hard to do the healthy thing. And what I mean by the healthy thing is to look those intrusive thoughts, those thoughts that are constantly bouncing around in my brain, to address them and not ignore them or not try to fight them, but to address them and go, I see you. I acknowledge that you're there, but that doesn't mean I have to accept what you're saying. It's so fucking hard because it's just like going to church. It's just like you just believe what people tell you and you believe them blindly. And so I've believed these intrusive thoughts all my life. So like, I don't like what? I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but that does not mean I have to believe it. And it's just accepting that they are there. The intrusive thoughts are there. It's accepting that that is where you're at, and it's sad. And it's also accepting and making it very clear to yourself, because your thoughts are yourself, making it very clear to yourself that just because you're having the thoughts doesn't mean that makes them real. And that has been an uphill climb since all of this began. Is just because I think it doesn't make it real. Just because the thought goes through my head doesn't mean it's true. Just because somebody says it doesn't mean that it's right. And that hits different. And it's hard. Especially when you're used to just going, you're right. And that's where I'm at tonight. Paragon, because it's pretty dark in there right now too, for me. And it's noisy. And it's hard. But I also remind myself, and I want to remind you, that we have survived storms before, and we can survive this one. Just got to hold on. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be happy. It doesn't have to be fixed. We just have to hold on. As Pep always says, the storm eventually runs out of rain. Sometimes it's monsoon season, so it takes a while, but eventually it stops. This week has kicked my ass. I wonder if Noah said the same thing. Listen, Linda. I was watching American Dad because neurodivergent, so I have to have like the show that I don't need to watch, but I can listen to. And American Dad is that for me. American Dad, Futurama, like Family Guy. Those are like stupid, like mindless shows that I like, but I don't have to like pay attention to. And so I was watching American Dad, and it was like one of the episodes where Stan, the dad, he was all like, what about Noah? And Steve literally was like, okay, let's think about this logically, and goes through all the list about why the story of Noah was like absolutely illogical. Oh, the lights around here are red and blue. Mine are red. Here's a fun fact. So there's this new prefab. It's this huge like house. It's this really nice house. One of the biggest prefabs that they've had yet in 76, and it's beautiful. And I was like, I have to have this house. And so I destroyed my mountain camp, what I call my compound camp, because it's the one near Pep and Jay's camp. And we all made a little compound right there. And so, but it's been taking me some time because, you know me, I'm a picky builder, to fill the house and decorate the house and get what I want, because I'm not having to worry about building rooms because it's all there. So I'm just having to worry about decorating it and theming it. I don't know how this happened, but eventually the house is slowly becoming a brothel. I am not even kidding. I have a kink room. I have the room that is my bedroom is red and pink lights that shine outside that, like red and pink lights everywhere. It has become a brothel. You know what? I feel like prostitution will survive the nuclear apocalypse. I feel like that's what the wasteland is lacking is a is a whorehouse. Yay, let's go. Yeah. It's fun though. It's cute. It's a whorehouse. I literally have a kink room. You open the curtain door and it says kinkaboo. What can I say? Aw, thanks, Jay. Jay actually helped me with my kink room. I was like, what about this? What about I put this here? He goes, what about this one? I was like, well, what about here? It does have a spank bait. For those of you who, any of you have seen my OG camp, my original camp, the one I still have it. It's the one that's in the pylon. But I remember I used to have the kink bungalow, and so I had like it was the bungalow, and it says kinky not easy, and I had all this stuff there. It's the large weapons bench in front of a chair. Yeah. I have all the weapons that look like impact play toys on the wall. I have a question, and I think I just need this for me. And you know what? It's okay for me to ask for reassurance. It's going to come off as me being, you know what? Nope, not going to do it. Just going to ask it. Why do y'all keep showing up? I'm just curious. Why do y'all keep showing up? Like, I feel like I ramble a lot. I mean, I know I'm cute. I'm not that cute. I'm not like hot tub girl cute. I want one of those like wooden furniture kink toys. I do. I really want one. Yes. I guess we all love and support me. Aww. Ooh, do I still have crumble cookies downstairs? My friend said he was at Taco Bell. Now I want Taco Bell. You are hot tub cute. I am actually, okay, speaking of working through traumas, I have been making the effort to wear, just around the house, wear more crop tops and show my stomach because religious trauma, massive religious trauma. Like for some reason, the belly button is like the big thing. Like the belly was something that, I don't know, it's like this, I have this really weird, and it's not even like self-consciousness about it, because like a lot of people are self-conscious about their belly, but it's like I have this deep shame about it. Like I try to make sure. So I've been trying to work through that slowly and just getting more comfortable around the house, and maybe eventually I'll learn to wear it out. So yeah, it's in a hot tub cute. We were talking about being a hot tub cute. You need a bath, you dirty birdie. Belly button is portal to hell, right? Well, I know. As deep as my belly button is, it might be a portal to hell. Anybody want to find out? My favorite was the first potluck is when people would stuck their finger in my belly button and they're like, it really is deep. I was like, I wasn't lying to you guys. I would risk a trip to the hospital to do a body shot off our rigs. Hospital? Why would you go to the hospital for a body shot? I'm clean. I bathe. I come here, I feel like Natalie. Oh, and Mouse. Oh, Mouse. I'm down for the alcohol poisoning. Oh my God. Okay. So speaking of that, it's like the first con Carolinas, and I wore a crop top in public down to our meeting, and I swear to God, I was so wrecked. I was wrecked the entire time. I was like, no, I'm going to force myself to do it. I did. And I know it looked cute, but the whole time, I was just emotionally, mentally wrecked. Well, you could do body shot or something else. I don't know. What? Mousy. Her allergies are acting up. Poor thing. Yeah. Oh. You know, liquor with some liquor. For this one, I don't need designation. Thank you, Nerdy Will. Thank you for that. I am not a professional. I'd like to make this disclaimer. I am not a professional. It's my own personal opinions and experiences. That's why this is just chatting. And I am not like, you know. But. Okay. It is 11:25. I think I'm going to go. And I'm going to go find something to eat. Oh, probably DoorDash some Taco Bell. I need to go to the grocery store. But I'm trying to see how long I can hold out because I have the kids through the weekend. But then, like, I'm by myself for a week. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys bringing your demons for a play date and letting me know that I'm not alone. And I appreciate you guys for sharing with me. And I hope you guys have a great night.
Oh, I left my music on.
Good night, everyone.